Can you tell us what you're doing? I know D1, is that your
Yeah, yeah.
business or?
hmm
Okay, can you tell us about
Yeah,
that?
man. I opened up a D1 here in Northern Kentucky. It's D1 training in Northern Kentucky. Um, we opened up December 6th. I've been super excited about it, man. It's athletic based training for everyone. So I got clients from 5 to 75. Um, so I had a connection with D1 prior to open my own here. So myself, I trained at D1 in Nashville when training for the combine. So a bunch of combine pro guys train there. So
So they kind of franchise out throughout the United States, or?
yeah, so what they do is they just started like franchising. So
Okay.
what it was before is like you had to be a professional athlete to own one. So
Oh, okay.
Tom Brady, I mean not Tom Brady, Peyton Manning owns four, Tebow owns four, LaDainian Tomlinson, Michael Orr, Von Miller, Chris Paul, Roy Hibbert, Chipper Jones. Like the first 40 or
Wow.
so are owned by professional athletes. So there's like 60 currently up and running, and they all were owned by professional athletes. And that's why it's like this is a true training facility. Now they just started franchising, and they do a really good job of making sure they, test the people that they franchise. They don't bring up anybody. And now there's about another 120 coming within the next year, opening up. But man, I mean, I trained at D1, trained down there with Tebow and some guys, and I mean, I put up good numbers. I ran your 4.3, jumped your 40 inch vertical, all the cool stuff that people want to look for. But I was going to open up my own gym, just a Charles Johnson training or something along those lines. And I reached out to Will, the founder of D1, and I was like, man, can you tell me how you started? He started in a 2,500 square foot building, and now he's been running for 20 years and got all these different facilities. And it had been 8 years since I've been down to the D1 Nashville. I've been out of the league, so I've been in that dark state I was telling you about, like just missing that locker room feel, that competitive, like. And I just remember showing up in Nashville, and I walked in at that D1, and I'm walking across the 50-yard line. The adult class is going on, and they're in there turning up. The music is loud. You got the kids on one end, the adults on the other end. And I remember when I walked to the back room to meet Will, I said, I'm opening the D1. Like, it was just the smell. When I walked in, it was the same smell I remember from 8 years prior. The atmosphere was something that I was truly missing. That locker room, that community, that inviting feeling, that competition that I was missing. So I'm excited to have it here in Northern Kentucky to really bring training back here, because I think we got a ton of good athletes here that actually need a true training facility. A lot of kids, I tell them all the time at the gym, a lot of people, a lot of kids, even adults, a lot of people just work out, they exercise. We don't do that at D1. If that's what you want to do, you go to another gym down the street,
Regular
a big
gym,
box
yeah.
gym. But we train. We actually train kids because we want you to reach goals. We don't want you just coming here sweating for no reason. We want you to, what you're doing is to help you get to where you want to go.
Are you training each individual? Sorry to cut you off. Are
Oh,
you
no, no.
training each individual for specific sports? So if a baseball player comes in, is it different from a football player training?
So we have like our core classes. So we have like our adult class. So that's a group based fitness, and that's you're gonna think strength and high intensity workout to burn a ton of calories and get you stronger, get you an ultimate peak shape and health. Then we got like our rookie class. We have group classes, like our rookie class is elementary class, and that's just rookie, Devo, and prep is like group classes for elementary, middle school, and high school.
Okay.
And that's group based fitness thinking, building overall better athletes. It doesn't matter the sport. I'm gonna have a soccer girl, I'm gonna have baseball, basketball, football kid. They're all in there together, working on strength conditioning, speed and agility, linear lateral movements to build overall better athletes.
Okay.
Then there's that one offs where it's like one on one. Hey, you come to me, you want to become a better football player. Obviously, I play football. I do one on ones. I create specific programs, specifically what you're looking for. I want to get better at route running. I got a swimmer that I work with. She wants to get a stronger lower body, working on her range of motion. I work with a baseball kid. I work with basketball kids. So we got it with sports specific as well, where it's like you're coming for something specific. Like, hey, I want to work on my jump shot. I got a coach for that. You want to work on hitting baseball? I got a coach for that. You want to work on jiu-jitsu, wrestling? I got a coach for that. So we got all these good coaches to give you that one-on-one, sport-specific, goal-specific work as well. So
Okay, I like that. Kind of like the business model because you mentioned that pro athletes own these locations, franchises,
yep,
and it kind of makes sense because pro athletes have went through
yeah,
the best possible athletic training that you can do,
oh yeah,
and then you guys get to, do that through D1 for other people. So
Exactly.
any kids from ages 5 to...
Yeah, so my youngest is 5. We usually take them at 7, but
Okay.
we've evaluated there's some kids that are 5 that are ready. So we usually, if there's a younger kid, we let them try us out and we evaluate them and say, it's more not about, one, if they can handle what we do, but also if their mind is ready, right? Because young kids, it's one of the hardest part is getting them all round up to, hey, stay on the line.
Okay.
But yeah, from 5, I got all the way up to 75. So our adult class is huge. Adults love fitness, but the kids is something that I'm passionate about is how can I serve and impact my community? Because one thing about my gym and my facility is that it'll never be transaction-based. We're a community-based facility. We're about serving the community and how do I help kids get to where they want to go? That's my vision. Money, I don't need money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need money. Money's cool. Keep the lights on. You know, I don't need a private jet or a Bentley or a Bugatti or none of that. Like, I'm here to truly serve. My heart's truly in it. It's truly fulfilling to see a kid.
Cool job too.
Like when a kid comes back like this weekend, a kid came back from his little combine thing and he's like, thank you, right? Like, because his stats improved that much bit more from the last time he did. Like, that's huge. When a little kid comes up to me after a workout, gives me knuckles and say, thanks, coach, that's way more fulfilling to me than some money. Even more fulfilling to me than catching a touchdown in the NFL.
That's awesome.
So I truly love it. I'm excited about impacting the community here and seeing how we can just, one, help people live a healthier lifestyle, but also help our athletes get out of here and get them to where they want to go.
Awesome. So anyone in the Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area, definitely just Google D1 Northern Kentucky. You'll find their website, location, contact.